it's Saturday up here at the tiny house. We came up for the first time with no snow. It's been a while since there's no snow up here. The ground's still wet and soft. Did a little spring cleaning last night and today. Finished up a couple loose ends that we had on the deck and got that all leveled up. We had to do a little leveling on the tiny house after the winter. So we did that. I did that last night and figured it would be uncomfortable to sleep if it was out of level. So we leveled that all back up and got it all situated. Finished up the deck boards on the little front deck. But the big project that we're going to plan for today is we're going to make some shiplap out of some raw cedar that we've gotten. Managed to rescue and save a whole bunch of pieces over the course of the last winter, and we're going to take that and we're going to turn it into shiplap for inside of the tiny house. So in our living room ceiling, which is what I'm going to take on today, we're going to put all that into shiplap, but we're going to try to make a couple little secret panels into there, which I think is going to be kind of a cool part of the project. So we'll walk you through how I'm cutting the shiplap, and then we'll walk you through how I'm planning to do the little hidden ceiling accesses. So hopefully it works out. Hopefully it turns out the way I expect it to. I got a pretty good idea, and I think it'll work pretty good. So we'll see how that turns out. The next project that we're going to take on is going to be the stairways. I've got part of the material to start making the doorways underneath the stairway to make our little access hatches. So we'll see how those turn out too. We got some piano hinges that we're going to try to bury in the wood and make it look like there's not a door there. So if you know it's there, you'll know how to open it, and if you don't know it's there, maybe it'll be something that we can just kind of conceal and, you know, have, if somebody ever did break into it, they'd have a hard time figuring out whatever secrets the tiny house holds. Okay, so what I chose is a 1/2-inch router bit with a 3/8 depth. So this is going to be a rabbiting bit. So one corner of the board will take a 1/2 inch by 3/8 deep. 3/8 because we're 1/2 and 3/4 on the width of the board on the dimension of the lumber. And then we have a 1/4 inch bearing on this bit. So what that means is that when we flush cut this bit across our boards, we're going to get a full 1/2 inch deep on the receiver groove. Then we have a 1/2 inch bearing that we will switch out to cut the other end of the board. So when we put the two boards together, we will get a 1/4 inch groove in our shiplap. So we'll run our first boards and we'll see how they fit. Okay, so to do the other side of the shiplap, so I have a 1/4 inch gap in the shiplap, I decided to go with the 1/4 inch bearing on the 1/2 inch dip, and then I'm going to switch this to a 1/2 inch bearing, which will give us a 1/4 inch dip, so it'll give us a 1/4 inch gap in the shiplap. So we'll have a little indent of 1/4 square. So here we go. So on my shiplap, I wanted smooth side out. So this will be my finished side. So my finished side will be here. So this will be my bottom board. And my top board will sit right over that and give me the gap that I'm looking for with just a nice easy groove. So that's how my gap is gonna end up looking. Boards are flush, little gap built in there, and it'll be all done. Just gotta run the boards and we'll start installing.